What's up, guys? It's Devin from Neptune Design, and today I'm going to show you how to create a contact us form. I'm going to show you how to create a contact us form with a recapture, and it's very easy to set up. Now, usually, what I would do is I would go and get a developer just to sort out my contact form. But what I found was that every time I needed to make a change or every time I needed to put something new onto the contact form, I would have to go and pay that developer again and again and again. And sometimes the style of the form that they didn't exactly match the style of my website or the style that I wanted. So I'm going to show you today how to create a custom contact us form for WordPress, and I'm going to show you how easily it can be done. And it's also going to have a recapture. Now, for those of you who don't know what a recapture is, a recapture is just basically something that you put on your contact form so that you can avoid a lot of spam comments and a lot of spam emails coming through. So basically, it's like image recognition software that makes it so that you basically confirm your humanity. Okay, so that's what it is. So I hope you stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting video, and I'll see you guys in the next. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to back up your WordPress website. If you don't know how to do it, there are a lot of videos on YouTube that show you how to do it, but make sure you back up your WordPress website so that you don't lose any data with these changes that you're going to make to your website. Okay, once your website is backed up, you've got two choices. You can either stay on your current WordPress theme, whatever that WordPress theme is, you're more than welcome to stay on that current WordPress theme. Or you could install the layers theme. And the reason why I'm telling you to use the layers theme is because the layers theme works, sorry, the layers theme works very well with Elementor, and that's what we're going to be using. So we're going to be using the paid version of Elementor, and we're going to be using it to build this simple contact us form. Okay, so I'm going to leave the link in the description below if you need the layers theme, and I'm also going to leave the link in the description below for Elementor. Now, some of you might be saying, Devin, wait, what is this Elementor thing? Why do I have to pay for it? Well, basically, Elementor is a plugin, and the reason why I absolutely love this plugin is it's a visual page builder that allows us to build whatever kind of website that we want really easily, and it allows us to really customize the look and feel of our website without having to get a developer in the picture. So that's why I'm telling you to get the Elementor plugin. Okay, so what you do is go on to the layers website, and what I want you to do is I want you to click on download for free, and what that's going to do is it'll download the layers theme. Once you have your layers theme downloaded onto your desktop, I want you to come back to your WordPress themes, and I want you to click on add new. For any of those who don't know how I got into this menu, I simply went down to appearance and I went to themes, and then I clicked on add new. So when I click on add new, you're going to see a whole bunch of themes appear. Now we don't want any of these themes. We want to upload our current theme, or we want to upload the layers theme. So we're going to click on upload theme, and we're going to click on choose file, and then you're going to select the layers theme that you just downloaded from your downloads. Now some of you might be saying, but Devin, wait. I just want a contact form. I don't want to upload a brand new theme. I'm already happy with everything. I just want a contact form. Look, Elementor works extremely well with the layers theme. That's why I'm telling you to get it. But if you feel comfortable, I mean, I've done it before. I've used a different theme and my Elementor still works. So I don't see you really having a problem. Okay, so that's how you add your layers theme. Okay, so once you have uploaded your layers theme, you will see it in this section over here, and you're going to just click on activate. I've already clicked on activate, that's why mine says customize, but you're just going to click on activate. Okay, and then you're going to go down to your plugins. Now, we've already enabled the theme. What we want to do now is we want to add the Elementor plugin so that we can change our contact forms on the fly. Okay, so this is a list of all the plugins that you can add, and what you're going to do is you're going to type in Elementor, and it's this one over here. As you can see, it's got 3 million active installations, so it's not going anywhere. I've been using it for all of my websites recently, and I'm really in love with this visual page builder because it's fast and it's simple and it's extremely easy. Okay, so all that you're going to do now is you're going to click on the install now button, and then you are going to activate the plugin. And once the plugin is activated, you will see it here, and if it gives you an option to deactivate, then you know that the plugin is active. Okay, but the Elementor free version lets us do a lot of things, but it doesn't let us really build cool contact us forms, or any contact us forms for that matter. So we're going to need the Elementor Pro version. So all you're going to do is you're going to go over to the Elementor website. You're going to purchase the Pro version. They will give you another file that they download. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on Add New, still in the Plugins menu, and you're going to click on this blue Upload Plugin text. And it tells you choose file, and you will do the same that you did with the previous theme. You will just upload the Elementor plugin. Okay, and once you upload it, activate it. Let's go into our plugin menu again, just to make sure we've done everything right. You should now see two of them. You should see the Elementor, and you should see the Elementor Pro. That's how you know you've successfully completed the install. Okay. We're in the section now where the magic happens, and this is the part where we actually build the form. So you're going to go to pages, on the pages, you're going to click on Add New. Once you get into Add New, you type a title, so mine will be Contact YouTube Video, and then you're going to click on Edit with Elementor. Okay, so I'm in my contact us section right now because I just want us to focus on the page. I'm going to get rid of this gray, and I'm going to get rid of the header and the footer just so that we can see everything that's happening. So I'm going to click on this gear cog, and I'm going to click on Elementor Canvas, and that should give me just a plain canvas view. Okay, so basically the cool thing about Elementor is we can build up different sections of our website, and we can do it really fast and easy. So I want to basically build a contact form that looks something like this. Obviously with the styling we'll have to spend a little bit more time, but I want to build something that, it should look more or less like this. So let's see how fast we can do that with Elementor. Okay, so I am going to click on section. That gives me a section over here, and what I want to do is I want to add a second intersection onto that. So now I've got two intersections there. So I am going to go and find the form widget. Now you can do that just by typing form, taking the form, dragging and dropping it there, and as you can already see, we've got ourselves a form, and that was pretty quick. So what I'm going to do is I am going to change the background color. So I am going to click on these 6 dots over here. I'm going to go to style, background type, color. I'm going to change my color to white. And as you can see, it's already looking better. Now, because I want this form to be a little bit lower, I am going to add a section above the form, and I am going to put a spacer in it, and I'm going to do this one at about 150. There we go. Okay, now obviously I also want this to be the same color as the form itself, so I am going to go to background again, change the color to white, and I want white below the form as well. So I'm going to duplicate this and I'm just going to drag it below. And as you guys can see, that was really simple and easy. Like I said, anyone can do this. Okay, so let's talk about the form, because that's why you're here. What we got is we got name, email, and message. But what if I wanted to add a last name? I'd simply go to my left hand side. Sorry, I click on the blue pencil. I click on the left hand side and I click on add item. When I get to add item, I get to add a new item. So it will give me all kinds of options, like what type of input will this little slice of the form be. So it could be text, it could be email, it could be a text area, it could be radio, it could be a checkbox, it could be all types of stuff. It could even be your name, your time, your date. So as you can see, everything is here. You don't have to program or develop anything. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as text, and I need to label this, and I'm going to call this last name. And in the placeholder, I am going to put the last name as well. So the placeholder is actually the words inside the box. And then I'm going to drag this up because I want this. There we go. So we got name, last name, email, message. The perfect form. Some of you might be asking, Devin, this is all fine and great, but where does the form actually submit to? Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay. We go actions after submit button. If you see email there, you actually get the email that it's going to. So you can change this email, and you can also change the subject. I would advise that you don't change the message. I advise that you just change the subject, because what the message is doing is it's pulling in the data from every single field. And you can also say where the email is coming from. So as you can see, there's a lot of options. If you or your staff, maybe you've got 6 staff members that need to know if there was a contact made on the website, you would put them in CC or BCC over there. Okay, so that's the basic functionality. Now, if I want to change the button, the actual style of the button, that's easy as well. I could go to style, I would go to button, and I could choose the background. Let's say I wanted an orange button, I could do that. And when I hover over the button, I want it to be green. And there you go, orange to green. And that's how easily it's done. But some of you might be saying, Devin, I also don't want to get spammed, so I want to put a recapture in the contact us form like you did over here. How did you do that? No problem. I'll show you exactly how we did that. Capture. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. For any of you who have ever had spam on your website, you guys would know how irritating it is to have spam on your website and get spam emails, and you think it's customer emails. Meanwhile, it's somebody spamming you to buy a product or service or just something that you don't like. And usually these things are automated. So to get around that, you need a recapture, okay? So you're going to go to the link that I put below. It's Google Recapture, or you can just simply search it on Google. And then what's going to happen is you are sorry, my little video recording device got in the way. Then what's going to happen is you are going to go to admin console. This is once obviously you have a Google Recapture account set up for yourself, and you're going to go to create, and then you are going to type in the website that you want to create a recapture for. form. So for example, I'm gonna say this is for my Devin Thomas personal website. I want version 2. You get to choose the types of recaptures that you want. I'm just gonna go with the I am not a robot checkbox, and then I have to add a domain. So I am just going to use one of the domains that we have. Okay, so that one's added. I am the owner. I agree to the terms of service, and I am going to say submit. Okay, and once you do that, you will get a key. And I'm not scared to show you guys my key because I'm going to remove this soon. But what you do is you get a little recapture key. And the cool thing about this recapture key is this is your own personal key. Only you are allowed to use it. And you can then use this key on your own website, your own WordPress website. Okay, so where do we put the key in? Okay, so what we're going to do is go back to our form. Now I'm not too sure if I put it in this side or if I put it in the WordPress side, but I think it's here. So let's see, we're going to go back to content, add, and what would you like to add? I would like to add a recapture. Just do it over there. Label, Okay, because I've already put my key in here, it's not going to give me an option to add the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the place in your WordPress website where you add a key. Alright, so we're going to exit to our WordPress dashboard. You are going to go into Elementor. You are going to go into settings. Once you get into settings, you are going to click on integrations. And in the integrations menu, you will find a place to put your recapture API key. And that is where you will be putting your recapture key. Okay, so you're going to go to Elementor, settings, and then you are going to click on integrations. So once you put your recapture key in, we then need to go to our page that we were working on. So I'm just going to click go to contact YouTube video, and I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. And I'm back to the same form. Okay, so click on the little blue pencil. What have I done? Oh no. Hold on. Let me get it back the other side. That's where I want you. Okay, so you're going to click on the little blue pencil, and then you are going to see the form fields, name, last name, email, message, and we want to add a recapture, so we're going to say add item, and then in the little drop down menu we are going to select recapture. If you have version 3, click on version 3. I've got version 2 installed on this website, so I'm going to just go with recapture, and as you can see there, it says I am not a robot, and that's done. You can even say if you want it compact or if you want it a normal width. You can do a lot of things with it, and you can even change the style to light or dark. And that's basically how you set up your contact form. And if you want to put the wording on the side, like you see I have a wording on the side, all you have to do is go back to your widgets menu, click and drag heading, and you can write your little heading there, and click and drag your text editor, put it underneath the heading. Oh, hold on, doesn't want to do it. We need to, there we go. And you can say contact us, blah 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 blah. You guys know the deal. And just so you can test it, or just so that you can see how it works, click the green button update, click on preview, and this is what your form will look like. And you did that all by yourself. So all that's left to do is fill in the fields, tick the recapture, click send, and test your form, and it's done. And you don't have to hire anyone. You can change this at any time at your leisure. Okay, so this has been Devin from Neptune Design. If you're looking to make a new website or design a new website, please come and visit us, or check out the links in the description below if you want to support the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you.